Listener discretion is advised. Time for the show may contain explicit language and satirical misinformation or factual inaccuracies intended purely for comedy. The comments and viewpoints expressed by the hosts or guests do not necessarily reflect those of the producers or content providers. Tonight on Time for the Show, Dr. Fox makes an innuendo about the Strait of Hormuz. Fidd is, quote, legally detained, unquote, by Queers for Palestine. And Reverend Pease makes a sock puppet account for a paper bag. All of this and more when it's time for the show.
Broadcasting live from the former capital of the future Spanish Empire. That's right, I did it backwards because we're getting the band back together. Y'all, it is time for the show. You know, the show where we used to come up with next week's show on this week's show? Now we decided, let's just come up with this week's show on this week's show. It's going to save us a whole week. I'm Fidd. To my right, geographically, is Dr. Fox. Hey, buddy.
Oh, hey, how are you doing? I didn't see you there.
Nope, I almost bumped into you. And hey, look at that. I almost just bumped into Pease as well. Hey, Pease.
What? Hey, watch that boner, buddy.
It's interesting because he's geographically to the left of both of us. That works out well.
Yeah, it's time for the show. Dr. Fox, it's time for my second favorite part of the show. I combined favorite and part, and I almost said fart. My favorite part of the show.
It's my favorite part of the show. It's Cube News, and what bigger news do we have than we are back after an extended hiatus? The boys are back in town. We are greased up like a pig and ready to run through the legs of entertainment around the world. So spread them.
Yeah.
Spread them. We're coming in. We're coming in hot.
My dentist.
Pease, how you doing, buddy? Are you excited for the show?
I'm doing good. My dentist says my hiatus has all gone away.
How'd you take care of that?
I had to start brushing my teeth.
What are you most excited for about a new year of Time for the Show?
Well, once I got my VD cleared up, I was pretty excited for 2026. But then again, you know how it is. Life didn't feel the same kind of joy or spring in my step when I wasn't interacting daily with my good brothers in comedy, Fidd and Argus Fox Esquire. So I decided to put my mind and my thinking cap together and start thinking about how I could get the band together. And it only took a couple of reasonably placed cocaine droplets and cachets in each individual's car before I owned those bastards, and they had to do the show or go to jail for an extended period of time. And here we are. How are you fellas doing?
Well, my new show's resolution is... And actually, Pease, I know exactly how you feel. You know when the VD goes away, and when you got the VD, it's super itchy and it bothers you, but then it goes away and you kind of miss the itch.
Cured it with my mind.
You know, like you just get that muscle memory to go down and start itching, and then you realize, oh no, the itch is gone. And then your hand is like, well, what do I do now? And it's like, I got a couple ideas.
Fidd, do you think this is the kind of material Dr. Fox was maybe suggesting we not do as we try to get a robust YouTube audience together to listen to us in our mainstream comedy ways?
Dr. Fox cracked the whip on us, and he said...
So hot.
He started all nice. He's like, hey guys, you want to get the show back together? And he kind of did that thing where he puts his index finger on his chin and looks to the side a little bit. And we were like, yeah, that sounds great. And then as soon as he got us in the room, he said, listen up, you word that I can't say. And the reason that I can't say it is because
of the YouTube a user agreement.
We're going to clean up our act just a little bit so we can broaden our audience. And my water broke when he said that because it's going to be really hard for me
Well,
in particular
here's the thing.
because I'm
Most
kind of a
people,
piece of shit. So I
yeah,
think I'm kind of a liability in this attempt
most
to clean
most
up our
people,
act a little bit.
most people don't know this, Fidd Chuli, but we're kind of a big deal in Hungary. Yeah,
Yeah,
and we got nigh on to 8 listeners in Hungary, and in the last week they've listened to us for a total of 9 minutes uninterrupted.
oh, it was
And
nine
not all at
people. I
once.
thought it was 9% of the population. You're saying it's
No, not
nine?
all at once. Not I'm telling you, there's 9 people listening for 9 minutes. And I guess Hungary, what, is 9 miles away? It ain't far, but it ain't clear either.
Yeah,
Here's
and
the
three of
thing.
them are our moms.
What we're going to do is we're going to swear right now that on Slack Radio, we're going to double the viewership in Hungary. And if you're
No.
listening in Hungary right now, I want you to go next door to your comrade's door domicile. I want you to knock on that door like you're the Scotchy, like it's fucking 1954 and Stalin's coming to get their grandma. And I want you to kick on that door and say, I need you to listen to Slack Radio. Or some other facsimile that you might find time for the show on, like YouTube and Ubi and Tubi and what's that one that we
2B,
get to
3B, 4B, 5B, all the B's.
OnlyFans? I keep forgetting OnlyFans, where Fidd and I make most of our money, if we're being honest. But here's what's going on in Hungary.
Tell 'em what's going on, Peas.
People are listening. They're glad the band's back together.
They're ecstatic. We are the voice of the Western Bloc, kids. We are going to shape the other side of the world in our image, and that's going to make it a lot more fun in the mirror. I can tell you that much.
We're Cis News.
So we're back. We're back. And right now, so if you're listening on Slack Radio, you're probably hearing this a week after we recorded it.
You're one of
And
8 people in Hungary.
We're getting the bearings here. We're greasing up. We're throttling down with the grease, and we're going to we're gonna upload the podcast. And if the podcast survives on all the platforms, then I will add the episode to the Hyperco. I can't even remember my flipping websites. The Hypercube Go YouTube, and it will be there. So I really want to push you right there, to go to timefortheshow.com, scroll down, and pick your favorite podcast app to listen to Time for the Show when you want to. And you can catch classic episodes every Monday night at 10 p.m. Eastern on slackradio.org and freethinkradio.com. But we're on Apple iTunes, or what is it? Apple Podcasts now, YouTube Music. And if you've got your own preferred podcast player, you just hit the RSS button, drop the link in there. You can get them delivered by email. You get text notifications. We're there for you. We're there
Fox.
for you. And if you're listening from Hungary, send an email to email@timefortheshow.com. Let us know what neighborhood you're in, what your favorite style of kebab is.
So Fox, I'm
Yes,
going to say
please.
this to our Hungarian audience, okay?
Okay.
Szizjatok itt az idő az illadáska. Which
Did you just
means
get us
hello.
deplatformed?
We are Time for the Show. And that's for all of our good friends in Hungary. We at Time for the Show are learning your weird foreign language so that we can bond with all 8 of you for 9 minutes out of the last 15 hours.
Now, Pease, I need you to realize that, I'm taking this seriously.
I am
Time for the
too.
Show is a serious venture. And
This is a serious comedy, I know.
It is a privilege for you and Fidd Chuli to be part of Time for the Show.
Oh, he's
Do you
cracking the whip.
understand what I'm saying? It is a privilege. When you guys start paying them bills kind show, maybe I'll take some of your irreverent shenanigans with a little more salt there. Maybe smoked flake salt. Ooh, that sounds nice. But you better wise up. I'm watching you. I'm watching you.
It's a privilege in Hungarian can be translated as negative tenaketes.
Pretty sure you just got struck again.
Fox Fox never used to be this mean back in the day, but granted, a lot of time has passed. I've been thinking about that. It's 2026 now. It's crazy to think that there are kids born during COVID that are old enough to drink now. Isn't that wild? Isn't that crazy? Like when you think about it,
Time for the show is a great drinking game. As
What-
soon as you
what
hear
is the-
something, as soon as you hear something funny, take a shot.
What is the drinking age on Epstein Island?
It's a drinking game for sober people.
That's a good one, right? Take a minute to sink in.
Heyo,
What's the drinking age?
self-defamation
You should
right
do like
here.
the horn or
You
the
don't have to defame us. You can just tune into Time of the Show. Time of the Show. Yeah, that's the new title. I just changed it just now so that it wouldn't be wrong by saying that.
The show
Now
is
called
time.
Time of the Show.
The show is time.
Everybody
This
update your
is
RSS feeds.
The time of the show. Owing to you.
Oh, it all to peas.
Dude, you sound so much like
There's
Kenny
the
Loggins,
clock.
man.
It's time to move on. Check your privilege,
Nice.
boys.
Okay.
It is.
Professional.
Yeah, it's my favorite part of the show. It's time for the viewer mail. Last week I put out a request for people to send us an email, and what do you know? We actually got one. We're gonna read it here. I'm gonna read the whole thing now. All right, and then we'll go around the table. So so we have Jebediah Ross asking, do you ever see the Church of the Subgenius having a resurgence within millennials and Gen Z? If so, do you think there would be static between new followers and veterans of the church? I believe the Church of the Subgenius has huge potential for revitalization. The creativity that could be displayed through the church in the modern day is truly limitless if a younger audience hooked on to it. With that being said, I send well wishes. And as always, praise Bob!
Well, first of all, what was this young person's name?
That's Jebediah. Jebediah
Jebediah.
Ross.
I wanna congratulate you for being able to stop masturbating to Japanese anime long enough to write this letter to us. The honor that you bestowed upon us with your slimy, greasy hands upon the pen that you put down these sage-like letters asking for the chance for the young Utes of the subgenius culture, of which I'm going to have to say I could do with a lot less of. But you do you. Nothing stopped anybody from being a sub genius ever except for not having $55. Knock yourself out, kid.
Oh. Fidd, you got anything for the kid?
I think P said it all. I mean, these kids these days, they're all geniuses. None of them qualify.
Strangely enough, viewer mail in Hungarian is pronounced Dumas.
Is that enough Dumas for you, Peas?
These people, this is Stang is answered. First of all, I used to be a letter writer. I used to come up with bits and subgenius comedy. And you know what Stang would say to me?
Really?
Oh.
I wish you had done it for us.
Yeah, he'd be like, Legume did that in 1937, right before the Nazis invented Poland. And I'm like, the Nazis invented Poland? And Stang would be, yeah, people don't know about it. Anyway, the thing about it is, Stang sometimes would put after X Day the worst fucking rants on the radio. And people would write him. They'd actually stop what they were doing and write things. Why did you put Susie Quantro's Pinky Tuscadero rant on the radio? It's not funny at all. And Stang would say two fucking words. Showed up. They showed up, which is technically 5 words, but he's not very bright. And this is the thing: you want people to hear your stuff. You want to have the young people bring on the light of the new church. Then go fucking make a radio show. Go make a movie. Do what me and Fidd and Argus Fox have been doing for the last 9 years, entertaining your ungrateful ass just to have you saying, "Oh, we could do it better." Go fuck yourself.
That's viewer mail, everybody. If you want Peas to tell you to go fuck yourself, you can send an email to timefortheemail@gmail.com.
No, I mean, you could do that. But what you should do is send it to email at timefortheshow.com.
That's same thing. Same, whatever.
Basically, yeah. It's weird how all the old show neurons are tying back together in the backs of our brains, isn't it?
It's close enough.
Yeah, it's odd that I was able to remember the password to the Twitter account I haven't touched in 6 years.
Your fingers have better memory than your brain sometimes. You know what I'm saying, girl? You know what I'm
I
saying?
know the back of my wait. That's new. Do you ever see the Church of the Subgenius having a resurgence with millennials and Gen Z? For those of you that haven't listened to Time for the Show before, first off, congratulations. Second, this show is a congregation that was an offshoot of an offshoot of an offshoot of members of an obscure UFO death cult known as the Church of the Subgenius. And we've all met up and
Immediately regretted it.
Exactly. And we end up spending a week with each other out in the woods
Repeatedly.
And at the end of the week, it's like, wow, I'm gonna miss you guys. Oh, I want to see you guys again. I'm gonna miss you.
But you know how you were in summer
and then we get home, and we would start talking to each other like, oh, that's great. No, we should do like a podcast. We should do a radio show. So we did that, and it was the most unlistenable, trivial. Again, community guidelines restrict me from using some of the language that I would use to describe the earlier efforts. And this spun out of that. And is the church going to have a resurgence? I mean, this is it. This is the resurgence. The kids looking for weird stuff. I mean, it's the internet. The internet was perfect for the Church of the Subgenius back in like 1990.
Yeah, we're bringing you the weird right now.
When you already have something weird established that no one's heard of, okay, well, here's this. Now, are there the things that could top the Church of the Subgenius? That list can go on for miles. But, you know, when it comes like, do you think there would be static between new followers and true veterans of the church? You're not a true veteran until you have static with another Subgenius. Subgeniuses are famously renowned for their ability to get along with each other. So, we'll see what happens. You know, there's definitely some younger kids have joined Free Think Radio and Slack Radio, and they're making shows and stuff like that.
Tell that fucker Jerome to write us again.
Okay, write us again. So I'll send him an email letting him know that we read it. But I mean, that's it. That's time for the email. We got a couple more things to take care of on the show tonight. Look at that. It's been almost 20 minutes already.
I think that was our best viewer mail ever.
We already hit the goal that we talked about earlier of not talking about the Church of the Subgenius so much.
Or saying fucker.
That's good.
All right, then. You know what that means, kids. It's time for a quick break. When we come back, it's your favorite old segment with a new name. You're listening to Time for the Show. Welcome back to Time for the Show. I'm Dr. Fox. It's time for my favorite part of the show.
When you wish you were better at threesomes?
How do you
Stuck at
get better
threesomes
at
now.
them? How do you get better
I
at
would.
them?
Well, I don't know, dude.
Have
Because
more of
here's the
them?
thing. I have a
10,000
difficult.
hours.
I have a difficult time with just like one other person. And I feel like I would be twice as excited with two people and I would be twice as bad. So I feel like while on the surface a threesome seems exciting, I think it's probably the best 4.5 seconds of somebody's life. And
Well, the
then
great
there's a
thing about
lot
threesomes is
of
that because
disappointment.
there's two other people instead of one, you only have to put in half the effort, right?
I don't think so. I
Yeah.
like half the effort for me is like, all right, I'm going to take a quick 30, 40-minute nap. You guys, when he needs to tap out, wake me up.
I count it
And
as
I'm
a threesome if I jack
big.
off with both hands.
Really?
Yeah, it's me and lefty and righty. That counts,
Now
right?
listen, we're gonna get a talking to you, Fidd Julie, about bringing this up. And
Oh
the
no.
YouTube turns
I have to write down a timestamp.
so
Thanks.
No.
just
There's the first
because
one.
I
we
can
are
The first
say
one you're
that.
gonna have to
purposely
go in and
we're
you're gonna have to
doing
go in
we're
and bleep it.
I
we're
can
doing a
say
very
that.
subgenius thing. Our friend asked us not to do something, and so we're actually going to do that
No, I'm
tomorrow.
not doing that. I'm not
You
doing the
are doing it.
sabotage thing because my ass is on the line too. But yeah, Dr. Fox wants us to clean up a little bit. So which one do I have to bleep? The J or the O?
Let's go with the J.
Do you know
The
how you say
J.
Let's go
YouTube?
with the
Do you know how you
J.
say YouTube in Hungarian?
So we're gonna go with blank off. That's how
I
I'm gonna
think
have to
that
edit
I
this.
think the safest way to do it. Yeah.
Okay. You know,
Oh,
whenever
thanks.
I blank off, next time I'm just gonna say blank, just like Chris Hansen does when he reads the transcripts back to the Predator.
We're
I'm
here
just,
to
yeah, you
blank
know, when
you.
you're
For you,
blanking off.
for those of
We're
you just
blanking you
joining
on
in,
TV.
this is hell.
What this actually is an attempt to start a bit that that plane got to the end of the
Oh,
runway without getting off
here
the
we
ground.
go. We
All
got the
right.
time clock. Let's do the bit.
All right. It's time for my favorite part of the show. It's rhetoric of negativity. That's
Oh,
right. We are going to go around the table, this big table that's spanning 75% of the width of the country, and we're going to talk about the people and places and things in our lives that are just sending us over the edge. All I'm saying is this is not a call to action. We do not wish any kind of harm upon anybody. It's,
mostly.
you know, but in the past, we might say that if so and so were to do something to these people, we would turn a blind eye.
Unsighted eye. An unsighted eye.
Yeah, you can't. I'm gonna have to bleep out blind now. That's insensitive. Take another timestamp note. I'm gonna hate editing this show. A
I,
blank eye. Okay, it's called Blank Eye. That's the name.
The unseen eye of destiny.
All right. Well,
what's your
who's
rhetoric of
your?
negativity, Peas?
Right? So here's the thing. Mine is a real Peas moment, actually. It's a throwback to those of you following the Peas majestic radio career across Slack Radio. And I know that only accounts for maybe 4 or 5 of the 8 listeners from Hungary. But here's the thing. Driving up the road, Valley View Road the other day, right? And he's in the middle of the block. There's no intersection around, but there's this area to turn left. But there's 3 lanes of traffic. We're all stopped for the light. There's no getting through. And so the traffic starts to move, and this fucker, this, we live in a society, and people like this don't deserve that kind of society that we live in. But to pull left and cut me off, and not just cut me off, but there's two other lanes of traffic to my left-hand side, or in the jeeping world, we call it passenger. Okay. So I fucking all V8 Hemi fucking Ram tough truck pull forward real quick. I put a stop to that shit and I rolled down my window and I said, "You calm down, old man." Realizing as I said that I also am 61 years old and probably shouldn't be calling anybody old man, and had recently started calling people young man as an old man flex. So I was way out of line. But this guy, this old fucking guy, he doesn't look young like the Peace does. The Peace doesn't look a day over 60 years, 11 months. This guy is old and gray, and he's got this old Nevada Highway Patrol. And he says to me, "You son of a bitch, I ought to arrest you. I'm in the Highway Patrol." And I go, "Who's got the right of way?" And I double down on the old man and go, "Old man, you better stay in your fucking car. I'm I'm ex-highway patrol." And as I'm driving off, I go, "Then you should know better." Then I look at Pam, my wife, who's horrified. I'm like, "So what kind of fucking piece of shit cop do you think that is? Trying to flex because he's wearing his old fucking hat, reminiscent about his days in 1956 when he was stringing up African Americans in the cactus desert town of Las Vegas. What bullshit was that?" Then I went on my way, kind of happy for the rest of the day. But that fucker pissed me off. Oh, I'm sorry. That individual upset me a great deal, Dr. Fox.
That's sexually active individual. That's how you have to say the F word now. You say
That old
sexually
man.
active individual.
That old
You know
man
what,
tried to.
Hughes? I disagree with the premise of your story because as an old yourself, I think that makes you allowed to say the O word,
You think
right?
so?
Well, because you're one of them, so only
I
you
knew.
are allowed to say it.
I knew immediately by looking at him, I could take him. Like there's a level of old, and you're like, yeah, I can't do that guy. But this guy, I was like, even if he is a highway patrolman retired, I'm gonna kick his ass up and down this street.
Wow. Hey, good job on picking a cop for your rhetoric of negativity
Yeah.
target. That's
Made my
smart.
Democrat friends against us happy, that's for sure.
Man, super smart. Your intelligence is only surpassed by your
Yeah.
handsomeness,
The
Pease.
odds he's gonna know to come to 6428 Dobie Peak Drive, Las Vegas, Nevada, 89108 to find me. Come on. That's
There's
crazy.
0% chance of that. There's 0% chance. All right. Good job, Pease. Here's a Scooby snack.
Thank you.
I love that after 7, 8 years of doing this show and asking Pease every week what his rhetoric of negativity is going to be, he finally has one off the cuff, and it's traffic related.
Yeah, that's rare.
Yeah,
Well,
never.
blind
It's
people don't
only
try.
that like it's only that like barely 92% of the time. You know? Barely 92%.
It was colorful though.
Well, hey, traffic works. It's relatable. Everybody hates assholes in traffic. Can I say that, or do I have to call them asshole Americans?
Especially
I don't know if we can say
ex-cop.
traffic.
Like, I bet you
Traffic,
this guy was
traffic
working.
might be the word that gets us.
Traffic. No, it's with a C. It's with a C, not a K. With a C.
I
I have to say that.
guarantee,
I have to disclaim that.
I guarantee this guy's working with ice. Yep, he's got ice in his Coke. He's using ice in his house. He's all about ice, dude. I probably am a hero on some levels.
I think you
Who's
had it
your
when he said that he was ex highway patrol.
Yeah. I was like,
Because
oh, well,
well, what are you gonna do then?
yeah. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, I
Did
guess
you
you're
did
not
you
going to
did
arrest
you
me.
genuinely
Yeah,
say that you should have known better? Did you really say
I
that?
did. I did say that. As,
That's
as,
pretty fantastic. I commend you for
Because
that.
he's all like, I'm going to arrest you. And then he was like, I'm ex highway patrol. And I'm like, well, then you should fucking know better. I had the right of way.
You should have fired back. What are
actually,
you gonna do? I'm traveling.
Yeah.
You know?
I did say that, but I don't want to use it in the bit because I thought you'd think I was reaching.
I'm sorry, Fees. I appreciate your effort, but
I do. Yeah, I like. They'll never believe that. I can't say that. And parents, as we joke by, a parent goes, "What the fuck are you talking about? You're traveling. What does that mean?"
no, Fees. I'm sorry. You're incorrect. The correct answer when the cop said that he was ex highway patrol was, well, I ex give a fuck. Sorry about that. I can't give you the point on this round, but
I
hey,
should have
there's still a
said.
lot of
I
game
should
to
have said.
go.
Is that the same as your wife being an ex hooker? Because she took my $20.
Hey, who's your rhetoric of negativity, Fidd? Oh, thanks for asking. Mine is, and everybody knows one of these guys, so this is going to be super relatable. Okay, my rhetoric of negativity, blind eye. You know, it's kind of like when Twitter changed to X, but people still call it Twitter. People are
For
still
like
going to call
8
it blind
years.
eye.
They're still calling it Twitter, aren't they?
Yeah, people are our 8 Hungarian listeners are still going to call this the blind eye segment. But mine is, and like I said, we all know one of these guys. I know as
Blind
soon as I
eye,
say this,
pronounced in Hungarian, is Neil Sedaka.
just yeah, well, I knew that. No, as soon as I say this, you're all going to picture a person. Everybody knows one of these guys. Okay, it's the guy who you go over to his house and then you're looking around for some cooking oil or something and you accidentally find all his piss jugs and
Oh,
they're all Gatorade bottles and
you're P Diddy's.
you're like no, you find all the gate they're all Gatorade bottles full of piss and then you're like, I know your dick isn't wide enough to require a Gatorade bottle. You're just trying to do that to make me think that you have a big dick. Right? It's like, come
Are
on.
they original
Who
flavored
are you
Gatorade so
kidding?
that the pee could
Who,
almost look like the Gatorade?
who you can? Well, if you let it sit long enough, it does start to look like the. It
Yeah,
actually
but
turns the
it's
color of.
obvious. But kid, it's obvious if it's an orange Gatorade fucking bottle and it's yellow piss in it that it's not fucking orange Gatorade. But I'm saying if it's regular Gatorade bottle and you pissed in it, you might not know it's a piss jug till you sampled it. So how did you know that they were fucking piss jugs and not fucking half drunken yellow Gatorades?
I I did a line of it.
All right, there you go.
I did a line with it.
Just say that next time. And by the way, a line would be a clothesline. Finchley hung up
Stop.
some clothes
Stop.
before he tried to do anything with the potentially, but probably not, urine-soaked Gatorade bottles. And Gatorade, of course, in no way, shape, or form would promote or endorse the use of their bottle for anything but holding the cool, refreshing beverage that we all come to enjoy as Gatorade. Right, Dr. Fox?
I say humble them and fill up a Capri Sun pouch.
There you go.
Don't you hate
That's
it when
what
you can't poke it through that
that's what
little?
Hitler did.
You know when you try to poke it through and it bends and now it's useless for the rest of your life because you couldn't poke it through that Capri Sun. I had to get so many surgeries. I'm
Can you
still in debt.
imagine your entire adult life culminates into the invention of the Capri Sun fucking juice pouch? And that's your legacy. And as you die on your deathbed, all you see are the faces of children crying with little tiny imprints, holes from the straw piercing their little thumbs as they tried in vain to get juice out of that fucking impenetrable fucking aluminum sheath that you called a juice box. You
Yeah, the
fucking
Capri
monster.
Sun juice box was patented by the Chinese Communist Party to kill
Right.
American children right there in the school without
Yeah.
even having to go there.
Before they could grow up to be good Americans. Before they could grow up and
Timestamp
even know,
now.
before they could grow
Writing
up and even know who
timestamp.
Donald Trump was, the Chinese killed him.
Who's your rhetoric of negativity, Dr. Fox?
Right now, it's you two.
Okay, here's a pro tip for everybody. If you're going to have a piss jug, make it a bottle of the original flavored Listerine, the brown one, because that's the color that your piss is going to turn after a few weeks of sitting underneath your bed in a bottle. Really, your blind eye is us? Oh,
No, just at the moment. I
now
was
I'm
writing down
sad.
timestamps. That's all.
Oh God. Great. So
Uh,
Dr. Fox is writing down timestamps. So as the editor, he can tell me to go back and cover up the word butthole or something. Is that another timestamp?
We're good. Please stop.
You know, time for the now that we're getting the band back together, here's what it feels like. It feels like going back to school where at first you're excited that you can hang out with your friends again and everything, but then you get there and you realize it's just a bunch of work that you hate doing. That's what this is. Oh, there's that bird. All right, so I guess you don't have one, Dr.
No,
Fox.
I've got one. I've
Once
definitely
you
got one.
hate or get off the pot and go.
My rhetoric of negativity is people who go on and on about how they miss Blockbuster and other video rental stores.
Hollywood Video.
It was an absolute travesty back then. It was caveman times. It was archaic. It was stupid. I went with my wife and kid to the county fair, and they had something there called the Blockbuster Experience, where if you paid $10, you can enter a dirty old warehouse that was set up like an old Blockbuster video, and you could pay money to air quotes rent end air quotes a video that you get to take home and keep. And looked at my wife, and I'll do the same thing. I can reenact, I can recreate the Blockbuster experience for you right now for free. Fidd, name a movie.
Schindler's List.
We don't have that.
Do you have Do you have Schindler's List 2, Hitler's Boogaloo?
No. We only have 87 copies of Johnny Depp's version of Alice in Wonderland.
That's pretty much it. That's my rhetoric of negativity.
I think
You
he
know,
fucking won.
actually, what kind of surprised me about the area of video rental stores where you're literally going there to pick up VHS tapes. I'm surprised. It's never happened to me. I feel like statistically it should have happened at least once, or it should have at least been known that this was a thing that was happening. As far as I know, it never happened, which is people renting VHS tapes and then recording over the movie with gratuitous material of an
Oh,
adult nature
you
or
had
something
to.
like that, and then just returning the tape and letting whoever rents that movie next just
You
sit in the
actually
middle of the movie. Is that a thing?
no, because you actually had to. There's a tab on the back of a VHS tape, and
Yeah,
if it
but you just
doesn't
put a piece
exist,
of tape over it. You just put a
okay.
piece
But
of tape over it and
now
you
you're
can
not
record.
talking about. Now you're not talking about like a harmless mistake. Now you're like, I'm gonna take Bambi and I'm gonna put a fucking cigarette butt in the fucking thing here, and then I'm gonna put this in and record me and Beulah going at it right when Bambi's mom gets shot.
Yeah, Peace, you don't get it. I'm not talking about a harmless mistake. I'm talking about somebody doing it on purpose.
Who would do that?
A lot
Sarah
of
Marcus
people would do
Fox.
that.
I
Dr.
heard
Fox would probably do that.
I had heard stories of people that would rent movies from Blockbuster and would probably the tape over the tab, and then they would record like TV static or something over certain scenes, or would even open up the tape and cut out
Christians would do that.
parses of tapes.
Yeah.
So you had heard that before too, right?
No, that's
People
actually
would
true.
voluntarily
I know
edit
that was done.
a rental tape.
Like these little offshoot Baptist churches and shit would do stuff like that and be all proud about it. And they would post about it and then be surprised when the FBI showed up.
Yeah,
'Cause
but it's okay
technically-
because they're doing
No,
it for
it
the
was the
Lord.
equivalent. Listen, people don't know this, but you know that fucking tag at the end of your mattress that says don't remove it? I dare you to remove that and see what happens.
The consumer's allowed to remove it. It just has to be there when it's sold. You're allowed to remove
Consumer
it.
of what, Fidchuli? The consumer of the mattress? Last I checked, you're just laying on it. You're not consuming it. You know, if you knew your rights as a sovereign citizen, you wouldn't say such stupid things on the radio.
I'm not sleeping, I'm just slumbering.
There you go. Now you're getting it, partner.
I'm just resting my eyes. I'm not sleeping, I'm resting my eyes.
I have not
Officer.
consented to a lack of consciousness on the state's part.
It's time for my favorite part of the show, I think. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling
Don't think.
oh.
Oh, that's
One of
right.
us
It's
has
time for
to.
my favorite part of the show. It's time for the teens. Take it away, Fidd.
Yeah, I'm sure you want to hand this fucking hot potato off to me as soon as you can, because it's time for the teens. This is a trivia game show where we find out which host of Time for the Show is closest to the teens. Who knows their teens best? And so the most scientific way to figure that out is I derived a series of questions. The answer to each question is a number between 13 and 19. Okay? So, you know, if I said like the year that Caesar Augustus died, 14 AD, the atomic number of sulfur, 16. You know, so you get it. You get how it goes. The answer to every question is going to be a number between 13 and 19. Are you ready to play? Red corner, peas, are you ready?
I'm consenting.
You fuck. Well, you are allowed to do that. You can legally do that. Blue corner, Dr. Fox, are you ready to play Time for the Teens?
I was born ready.
Good enough for me.
Okay. Here's the first question. You guys ever get one of those single serving Easy Mac microwavable macaroni and cheese little tiny bowls? You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, when
Sure.
I'm babysitting my nephews, I get those a lot.
Okay, so the first question is, what is the average number of macaroni noodles in a single serving of Easy Mac?
Per bite, obviously, right? Because not the whole serving.
No, the whole thing.
Oh,
The whole thing. Yeah. I guess buzz in or something when you have an answer. The clock's ticking. Come on, just throw out a guess.
What was the question? One more time? How many
Okay.
noodles or how many servings?
No, it's a single serving. It's the Easy Mac. It's the one you pour some water into it and you put it in the microwave and then you pour that cancer powder on top of it.
Uh-huh.
The average number of noodles in one of those.
And it's in the teens?
Well, when was the last time you had one? It's called shrinkflation, dude. The economy is fucked up right now. So yeah, yes, it's between 13 and 19. Just give a guess.
18.
That's
Okay.
legal.
Peas.
I'm going to go with 18 too. I want to stick with a legal answer.
All right, way to keep it not interesting by guessing the same answer. But you're both wrong. It's 13. It's actually I bought 20 of these Easy Mac packets. I opened all of them. I count. It's literally just 13 noodles in there. It's like a spoon and a half. These things are a ripoff. They're like $3 a piece at the gas station when you're drunk.
Is it the mac and cheese that's a ripoff or the premise of your joke?
Is it mac and cheese or is it like spaghetti?
It's the Easy Mac. It's the Easy
Well,
Mac.
there's more than 13 noodles in an Easy Mac container. I think this is a lie.
Something doesn't add up here.
It's 13. Trust me, it's 13. I don't know when the last time you got one of those things is. The little cup.
Yeah,
Trust
I've
me,
got a
officer.
pantry full of them.
Listen to Fitzhuli. Trust me, I'm 13.
Okay. Well, moving on. You're both wrong. Neither of you get a point. And actually, I'm deducting a point from Dr. Fox for being argumentative. So right now, Pease is in the lead. Pease is in the lead with 0 points against Dr.
I know
Fox.
my teens.
-1. Okay.
Saucy.
All right. This is the number. I don't know why I'm reading it in Jeopardy format. I should just ask you questions.
Legal reasons.
Hey, it's a new bit, everybody. We're figuring it out on the fly. All right. How many? You guys know that I love Old Bay because I'm from Baltimore and I'm legally required to. So I was trying to think of questions for this game, and I said, "Oh shit! I bet there's between 13 and 19 ingredients in Old Bay. That might be a good question." So I yanked the Old Bay out of the holster on my belt, and I turned it over to the ingredients list. So Old Bay crab seasoning. How many ingredients? Go ahead and buzz in when you have an answer.
Buzz. I'm going to say 15.
Okay.
I'm going to say that 16 is the tastiest spice.
Okay. Well, maybe you shouldn't, but I mean, I'm not your dad, so
Wait till you meet Old Bay's dad.
I think 16 spices, you are right on the border of getting away with a mouthful of flavor.
yeah, it's flavorful without being too spicy yet, I guess. All right, well, you're both wrong.
Probably won't go to jail.
You're both wrong. The answer is we don't fucking know because the labeling laws in the United States are so crazy that there's one ingredient that says flavors. There's pluralized ingredients on the list. So I don't know how to count that. It says there's one that says spices. That's listed as a single ingredient. So
Is it spices with the last S in parentheses?
no, it just says spices. And it's to be able to protect trade secrets and stuff like that. But now really? Old Bay has spices.
Yeah. Is there trialed as an adult trial as an adult as a spice? Is that one of the spice flavors?
All right, moving on, Peace. You both lose. Peace is still in the lead, 0 to -1 over Fox.
That's because I like my teens.
This is the average number of times. Okay, so I guess I'm committed to the Jeopardy format. This is the average number of times. Actually, the word Jeopardy does kind of fit into the theme of time for the teens.
Teen time, baby, teen time.
This is the average number of times that I have to tell my girlfriend that I don't want to continue having this conversation anymore because she's so drunk and she's not making any more sense and she just needs to go to sleep and we can talk about it tomorrow. But for now, we're just going round and round and round in circles and I can't do it anymore.
1
Oh,
million teen times because
Who's
that bitch
breathing?
don't listen.
Who is
Nine-
breathing?
19.
Hey, 19. That's a Steely Dan song. I'm gonna say 1 million teens because that bitch don't never listen to nothing Fidd Chili say. He
All
offending to
right.
do stuff, and
I
he
guess
can't get
we
nothing
gotta
done.
a tie game here. Um
What?
It is 19. That is the
I
correct
can't
answer.
breathe.
Dr.
I
Fox,
can't breathe. I
you get
can't breathe. I
awarded a
didn't do
point.
nothing. I
The
can't
score
breathe.
is
I
now
didn't do
tied
nothing.
at 0-0. Dr. Fox is making it anybody's game again.
I got a receipt.
All right, this is the age that Fidd Chuli lost his virginity. All right, somebody's breathing. Hold on. Boop! I'm blowing the whistle. Who's breathing?
Probably me.
Yeah. Well, could you
It's just
hold your
let me
breath for the
let me
rest
just
of the show?
I'm trying.
I told you to breathe all your air before the show so you wouldn't have to breathe on the show, dude. What part of that didn't you understand? Okay.
Go ahead. Tell the question.
Okay. This is the age that Fidd Chuli lost his virginity.
Go ahead, please.
3.
Okay. Not a qualified answer, but all right. All right, Dr.
Four-
Fox.
But
14.
I know this story. You told me this story once. Your father left you alone with that homeless lady on the street corner by the
Stop.
7-Eleven.
Stop. Stop.
Well, you're both wrong. I'm sorry. The answer is 3018. 3018. So it's still a tie ball game here. Okay, got two more. This is this is the
This is
number.
a hard game.
Well,
Super hard.
you'll get better. It's hard at first, but you'll get the hang of it, buddy.
It
Get the
is.
hang of it,
It is.
champ.
It is hard at first.
All right. This is the number of African countries that share a name with girls that I went to high school with in Baltimore.
Oh, 15.
17.
Angola, Shimbola,
So
Wambola,
wait.
Shinefola.
Hold on, Peace. Fox said what?
17. You knew 17 girls named Chad.
And I seen 15.
Okay. Actually, you're both wrong,
I can't breathe.
but I don't remember the number. Okay, you're
I
gonna have to
didn't do
count
nothing.
along. It's Algeria, Angola, Botswana, Djibouti, Eritrea, Libya, Mozambique,
Uganda.
Namibia, Rwanda, Seychelles, Sierra Leone, Somalia, Tanzania, Tunisia, Uganda, and then my girl, the Democratic Republic of the Congo.
It's a Queen's kindergarten class.
So however many that was, I'm not going to give either one of you a point, even if one of you happen to be right about that. I don't know how many that is, but no points. All right. Uh, thank you, whoever did that.
Saved him.
Thank you, whoever just reminded me of fire safety. I love being reminded of fire safety. It's hilarious, and it's important.
Well, it is important because we did change the clocks this week, and people need to know to change their fire alarm.
Yes, that's right. Okay. All right. Last one. Oh no, we can't do this one. We
Oh, thank God.
Is it racist?
This one is. Oh no, we can't do this one. It's the actual number of victims of the Holocaust. Take it away, Dr. Fox. Go to the next bit.
You're listening to Time for the Show. We'll be right back after this word from our sponsors. Welcome back to Time for the Show. I'm Dr. Fox. That was Time for the Teens and the Rhetoric of Negativity, two staples in the comic book of Time for the Show. Our legacy, forever wrapped in cellophane to keep your greasy sausage fingers from damaging our heritage. Guys, it's time for my favorite part of the show. It's time for the proving grounds. We've had a nice solid hour of getting warmed up. Earlier today, I sent Fidd Chuli and Reverend Pease a list of 10 news stories. We've looked them over, and I'm going to read them off. What the hell was that?
I didn't look them over. I glanced at them.
I've got 10 headlines. I'm going to read through them one at a time and see what we can come up with. A few of these I feel like are more than ready. I know you're ready, Peace Boy. I know you're ready. You ready, boy? You gonna get them? You gonna get them? Wait, and I'll show for it. Here we go. It is the proving grounds.
I got 17 answers.
First off, from New York, a red fox stows away on a cargo ship traveling from England to the U.S.
Lamont and Aunt Esther can't find Fred anywhere.
Oh man, we both went for the low-hanging fruit.
I did too, because mine was, oh, it's all right. He was just looking for Queen Elizabeth. All right, so I heard my wife laugh from the other room. I am taking that point. All right. Let's see what do we got here. From Kenya, Nairobi, Kenya, Chinese national arrested over attempt to smuggle 2,000 queen ants from Kenya.
Authorities would have been close without the 6,000 pieces of luggage with the ants.
Turns out the ants weren't actually queens. They were just asking for somebody's Bitcoin wallet.
From the BBC, Pokemon condemns White House for using its imagery.
Squirtle tells Trump, keep it in your pants.
Nice. No, this one's a trap. You're going to make me admit that I know at least, that could be a time for the teens. How many Pokemons do I know? Because it's probably a very small number. So I'm not going to fall into this. I'm not going to admit that I know any Pokemon names, even though I know a couple of them. So yeah, no, I rescind this question.
Fair enough. From Iowa, woman accused of giving drug-laced lasagna to pregnant woman to cause miscarriage.
Snooky from Jersey Shore says her and baby will be fine.
Garfield intercepted the lasagna and never hated Mondays more.
That's where I was going with it.
Damn it! We both saw the word lasagna.
Yeah. Yeah. From the UK, man rescued by firefighters after getting stuck in phone box while trying to order a kebab.
The problem was he brought the goat into there with him.
What was your piece?
Mine was worse than that.
Mine was restaurant resolves to move to larger location.
We should change the name of the bit to the disproving grounds.
It's nothing but disses. Moving on. In Seattle, Callers to a Washington state agency who pressed 2 for Spanish were connected to an English speaking AI with a strong Spanish accent.
Interviews for Time for the Show will be held in Spanish.
It was considered controversial because the AI that they hired to do it was white.
Again from the BBC, Austrian mountain climber found guilty of manslaughter after leaving girlfriend behind to freeze to death.
That'll teach her not to decide what she wants for dinner.
Mine was fed up after telling her the 10th time, no, I'm not carrying that.
Yes. You give yourself a point for that one.
I'll take it. I'll take that one. Fidd, you got anything for that one?
No, I think you won.
All
I'm
right.
forfeiting.
Another from the BBC. Hundreds contact BBC with allegations a prescription drug triggered sex, shopping, and gambling addictions.
I didn't know cocaine was available by prescription now.
I didn't know you could buy Quaaludes in England.
Okay, so that's 1 hour 2.
Oh, I shouldn't have said cocaine. The next one's about cocaine. It's bad radio. Bad radio. Bad.
We're going to see what happens. We're toying with the algorithm. I let us into this. Where were we? Yes, from Nantucket. I know a guy from there. Nantucket sewage shows cocaine levels nearly 3 times the national average.
That's why I get my horse from Nantucket.
Local Nantucket drug dealers thought sewer water was the best and cheapest cut to sell their cocaine.
For the first time, nobody made the joke that they just like it for the smell.
Dave Chappelle does not blame recent studio change to Nantucket as the cause.
And finally, out of Sebastian, Florida, an inmate faces escape charges after leaving jail barbecue for sex in portable toilet.
How you expect me to get that special sauce?
I think that was the one that we were waiting for. Congratulations, Peas. Which means, Peas, it's time for my favorite part of the show. It's time for the apologies. Take it away, Peas.
Well, kids, it's been a long time since I've apologized. And I'm not sure that we need to say I'm sorry tonight in English, but if we said shalom, we'd know in Hungary that that was meaning Peas was sorry. He was sorry that there wasn't a more larger hungry audience for him to really put some time into learning your lovely language that sounds like two big snot with snot nostrils. What do they call that? The snout on this pig with the guts all covered in mucus and whatnot. And I don't think that discussing an animal's mucus productivity violates the YouTube's customer user agreement, but it might. I don't know. It's my first apology. We're feeling it out. I'd like to apologize for teen time. I'm sure there's a very small percentage of people in federal prison who thought that this perhaps was going to be a different kind of subject matter. But nonetheless, it is what it is. It was just some silly stuff about numbers. I apologize for Fidd Chuli being so handsome when really that's my job, and for Argus Fox being so charming, which is actually Fidd's job, and then Fidd Chuli for being so smart, which is actually Argus's job. But it's a new show, kids, and maybe that's what we're doing. We're mixing things up and we're being funny. I want to thank that kid, Jemima, I think was his name, with his viewer mail. Very insightful question. It's probably the the question I've had to give the least thought to in my entire week. And so for that, I thank you, but I apologize to those that were looking for some kind of serious answer coming from the piece. You know, it's a new show for us. We're trying to expand and be more avant-garde. We want to appeal to the communist in each and every American that's out there because we know that you're not a good American unless deep down you're somewhat of a communist at the same time. That's what Facebook tells us anyway. Fidd Chile used to be a communist, but he couldn't commit to it, so now he's just a mediocre socialist with democratic leanings. But that's what you get in a modern social economic setting like Florida. Lots of different things in play. People fishing, people hunting. People hunt anything from them little Key West deer up to the greatest prey of them all, man. But we can't talk about that on YouTube. It ain't allowed. All we can talk about YouTube is to say how sorry we are that we put this show out there and that it's just as damn funny as somebody could have. It's almost time for me to go. I can see the big flashlight in the back of the bar winking its navel eye at me and telling me it's time to shut up. I hope to see y'all in a couple of weeks. And if Dolly Parton ain't there, then it ain't a party, brothers. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Peace is in Nevada and I'm in Florida, and I actually did a GoFundMe to buy a spotlight that would be big enough for him to see from my house. And it worked. He saw it.
I think you're putting on a little bit of airs. You have an apartment that you pay.
And you know what? I'll disagree with one of your apologies. You don't have to apologize for being serious. We just want to know that you mean it when you apologize. Because otherwise, it's an empty apology. We want you to really mean it.
I am sorry for every show I do.
Shame on you.
Show us some radio titties, Fidd Chile.
Show me once, shame on you. Show me twice, shame on you. Show me 3 times, shame on you.
You. Yep, there we go.
Show me 4 times,
9
shame
years
on
old.
you.
It'll be done. It's gonna tell this joke for 9 more fucking years.
I never really got past 300. That was my best. That's my personal record.
Episode 137, folks. Go back to the timefortheshow.com website and look up 137. And it is 16 hours of Fidd Chule saying, "Fool me 875 times." I'm fooled, but maybe not. I might not be fooled. All right, that's it for 60 minutes this week. Maury Schaeffler, take us away.
You've been listening to Time for the Show, a production of Hypercube Go. Join the society on the Hypercom Discord and get perks for supporting us on patreon.com/hypercube. Send us your questions, comments, and threats to email at timefortheshow.com. Subscribe to the show on Apple Podcasts, YouTube Music, and more. And find exclusive content like blogs and our award-winning feature-length film, Time for the Movie, at www.timefortheshow.com. This program is licensed Creative Commons share-alike for non-commercial usage. You guys got anything for the kids out there before we go?
Don't do dope unless it's free.
God damn it. We'll see you next week on Time for the Show.